top of it. It's still got the tapes, front of house faders up, this and this. It's the flat out coolest coffee table you've ever seen, and it's
in the unit.
Yeah, man,
it'll be staying there, I'm guessing.
It's incredible. It's the most incredible thing I've ever seen. And he asked someone thought it came from Bombay Rock.
Bombay Rock.
Yeah. I'm talking a serious lighting desk from a travelling or some huge club.
I probably know a couple of old sound guys that'd be able to verify that.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, Drew, you got to ask Leigh when you do wrap it up, what song does he want to fade out on?
Oh,
have a think of that.
Yeah, there's one.
That's a cool thing to do.
Actually, no, I don't want to.
Oh. Actually, no song today.
The Sound of Silence by Nobody.
I can't even tell you. You know, I've been listening to the Rocky Horror Picture Show soundtrack lately.
Yeah, but you do.
I love it, man.
You do a great version of that live. That's always.
That's what got us thinking. Yeah. But all those other songs that
all
are in
of a
that,
sudden his inner gaydar is going red hot.
Well, man, when I first saw that, because my sister's 5 years older than me, so she was getting into all this stuff, and but next minute I'm 14, 15 watching Rocky Horror Picture Show. I never contemplated that Frankenfurter was a dude and a woman alien. You know what I mean? There was never a time in my mind ever until I was like 28 that I went,
wow,
that's
a bit weird.
There's strange themes in this that I didn't. To me, he was just some sort of character that was not.
Yeah,
he's definitely a man, and he wasn't gay. That's the weird. You know, I watched that entire film for 10 years, going, I love this film, but I never.
I like that
as
guy.
A kid.
I'm going to be like him when I grow up.
Well, that's what my old man was thinking, I'm sure.
There is those crew that do the dress-up nights, the Rocky Horror Picture Show dress-up nights. What? Go to Rabina Movies, watch a replay of the thing, all dressed up in theme.
Well, I've been saying to the band...
I've heard it and I've seen it.
Yeah? Well, I've been saying to this band, we should do it.
You should do it.
Every song, start to finish.
You just want to wear some sort of torn lycra, don't you?
Not really, but oh no, I've actually thought about it. I don't want to wear any of that gear. It'll be silhouettes and movie screens.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad?
Yep.
But your bass player is...
It's all about money, mate.
Your bass player in your cover band is kind of otherworldly, isn't he?
Yeah, he's he could be character.
He is a bit of a riff-raff, and so is the girl in the band. So you got to pick a song and pick a character and each go for it. I'm not saying do the whole show, but at least throw one or two tracks.
I think it'd be a lot of fun. I'm all about money now, mate. I've done so many gigs. I just want more gigs and more money. Yeah. So I think that thing would sell real good.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a mate of mine wrote a really classic song. I don't know. A mate of mine, he used to be in a band called the Voltees, and they wrote a song called "Kick It Out." Have you ever heard that?
No.
It's awesome, and it was recently covered by Turbo Negro, and
there's something to maybe listen to on the outro.
Okay.
in post edit.
No,
we'll put the Turbo Negro.
Nothing wrong with Turbo Negro.
Cover of Kick.
All right, why don't we play it
of Kick It Out?
Go.
Yeah, so a mate of mine wrote that song years ago. Didn't really achieve anything with it. It's a brilliant punk rock.
A mate of yours wrote it, and someone large took it on.
And it was just an Australian underground awesome tune. And then basically years later, Turbo Negro covered it, and people were like, "Oh, that's a great song." I was like, my mate was like, "Yeah, I wrote it." Like it's nothing. I was very kind of weird for me. I came to Australia in like '96, and I just instantly fell in with a bunch of guys that used to be in different bands that were considered classic southern suburbs of Sydney people. You know, like a mate of mine was in a band called The Rejected. He was a bass player, Jughead, and then another mate, Craig, was in this other band, the Voltees. And they've all...
Well, of course, that's where the Hard-Ons came from, Tumbleweed.
Yeah.
There was heaps of notables from, southern Sydney suburbs, for sure.
Yeah. I write for a punk mag called Unbelievably Bad, and there's a guy down there called Matt. He recently did a Hard-Ons issue. It was just on the Hard-Ons. It was a pretty cool edition. I write for that mag, but he... yeah. Anyway, back to that song.
Greasy Belcher.
Yeah, back to that song.
That's your stage name.
That's going to rock. If you can get that in the podcast, it's going to blast. Yeah. Yeah. You should pause it, listen to it, talk about it.
No, we'll play it. Well, I'll definitely play it. But that means I have to move over here.
Sitting there with a beer in his hand. Oh,
I'll drink to that.
I wanted to. Oh, God damn, I lost my train of thought.
I think he's still recording when we had a cheese as well. But, I mean, at the end of the day, there's still plenty more to talk about.
Yeah. I had a great one to think about right now that I can't. It was great, though.
tell us about it. Drew, no, Drew,
It was really good.
Drew, you were in a band around about that time, probably a little bit later. Cool band in Sydney, Bull Rush. Who have you played with? What have you done? You never talk about it.
Oh, yeah, but it's not.
He used to be a rock star before he was on TV advertising.
Yeah.
Well, nah. Well, my personal opinion is that was a great band. My opinion of bands are there are lots of great bands. There are lots of kids leaving school, and that's all they do for years. And they through constant playing and rehearsing and bang bang bang, they're great and they're unreal. But if their fashion doesn't line up with the thing, or like 3 or 4 years go by and then one person gets jaded, or you're putting your life on the line for the singer who has to be the media spokesperson. So,
and that guy can.
Our guy was and is great, like really great guitar player. We were like an more technical AC/DC band, you know.
Chris was the lead.
Yeah.
He's a talented dude. He came and jammed at the Bastards one day, and I sat back and gave him the mic, and he was playing guitar and singing, and he had massive skill and charisma, and the band sounded great with him, and I'm like, fuck, I'm going to be kicked out.
I suppose that's where I interject and pose it to you two that, Australian music industry is ready for a little bit of injection of good old pub rock and punk, and, with the resurgence of Cosmic Psychos and, the June Rats are very much along the same chord. Like maybe it is time for a more punk rock sort of ethos to come through again, and
maybe I wouldn't
it's
even
looking
know
that way. I think, I definitely think that, there are more people going to see live music on a Wednesday or a Thursday night just to see something new that is untainted by, a money deal or, that bloke smoked that bloke or, whatever. Because, at the moment, the music industry it's pretty gnarly, and I think it's your local support you got to focus on first and really kind of, look, I think it was Parkway Drive, like Parkway wouldn't have been anything if they didn't tour so much and do so many regional all ages gigs when they first started out. Like those guys were touring machines. And so by the time that they were a couple of years in, they had this emerging, aging population of fans that went, right, now we're going to hit every gig when we turn 18 and really give it a good go, And that's where their momentum came through and got them through over 10 years of success, You want
to know what's funny? Is I had to deliver a piece of gutter to this place in Byron Bay. And I'm driving down. I didn't even look. I knew I had to go to Byron Bay first and check the address. And down the street, Parkway Drive. Parkway Drive. So they either lived there or rehearsed there.
Yeah, they were borrowing kids. I don't know how the name came about, but I'm pretty sure it was something to do with the local.
Yeah, which is a really nice street. I'll have you know, like a super nice street. It's out of town. It's sort of near Blondell Fields in a way, I think.
Oh, righto, back
right, yeah,
out near the processing plant and stuff like that back in the day.
Yep. Super nice area.
That's also where Offends came from, They were guys that came up through that area out that way, like just a little bit out of town. Surf, skate, all that sort of culture influence. But there's more to be said on the topic of Byron for sure. There's still so many people moving there, and it's breeding good things.
Yeah, but yet there's what spins me out. There's no big jobs there. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, but. There's,
spins me out. Like, everyone's happier. Everyone appears to be really happy, but What do you do there? Oh, I don't know. We just
Play music.
run marketing and
Work for a festival.
everyone.
Surf, skate. You know, like.
But they radiate happiness.
Yeah, why not? It's Byron.
Yeah, you're in Byron Bay. Be happy.
Yeah.
I don't know if Byron can take too much more.
Yeah, it seems
You know, like it's getting pretty populated, and that's kind of bringing a little point of derision in the community. But there's nothing to say that there can't be another Byron and another Mullum and, you know, another Nimbin. It's just a personal choice for the communities to make, you know. You either focus on the negatives and, you know, over police things and be killjoys, or you wake up to the fact that, you know, you can really have a good time in public with your mates and be controlled and you know, enjoy life instead of having all those, you know, rules and regulations. Yeah. But
do you know what a mate of mine said coming from Ireland? He said he'd never seen a country. He's traveling around the world and he came to Australia. He said he'd never seen anywhere on the earth with so many signs telling you what to do and what not to do. It's like, really? This is beautiful. Put a sign on it. Don't fuck this up. This is beautiful. Put a sign on it. Don't look at it. That's interesting. Everywhere you go, there's just a sign saying, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that.
You know, another one, my mate's from Pennsylvania. Yeah. And when his dad came out for the sprint car team to help out, he goes, you guys just love fences. If you look at American TV, they're like in The Simpsons, say you've got a house, then another house over here. We have a fence. We have
all the way down.
And he's like, no. Next time you watch American TV, even if it could be the roughest gun-toting neighborhood, no fence.
Yeah, true.
That's weird.
Yeah, true, yeah.
And that's actually a creepy feeling, knowing anyone can come up to your door.
A lot of people don't want to know their neighbours, mate.
I actually like the idea of having a fence, because who wants someone coming up to your door? Really? To be bothered, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to be bothered, you have to get through that front gate. And I'll decide when I
Haven't you thought about a dog?
Or geese.
Geese, yeah, same thing. A donkey.
They're noisy, mate.
Donkeys.
Middle of the night, I go for a wee off the balcony and they're just
It's the geese drinking your wee.
Here we are talking about dicks again. Shit.
Come on, boys.
That's going to be the subject title of this podcast.
A dual
Geese
episode.
and dicks, y'all.
A dual episode podcast this week and next week, focusing mainly on recollections, dicks, and geese.
What's happening next week, Carlos?
You can
Leigh?
call this episode "Dick Jokes and Beer." That's a book by Drew Carey. It's pretty funny.
Tomorrow I'm filming more of the old Cosmetic City at Mods and Rockers Barbershop in Surfers Paradise.
Yeah.
What do you guys got on next week?
Probably more movie studio business. A bit more driving trucks.
What sort of truck?
Hopefully,
how big?
Nothing real big. Like there are a couple of semis on the movie, but most of it's all around.
Oh, you're working on a film.
Yeah,
I didn't pick that up. Right.
No, sorry.
And you can't tell us what film it is.
About, no.
I'll just presume it's
under a different name.
Puberty Blues. Something like that.
I hope not. That's terrible. But yeah, I've got probably a couple.
Police
more
Academy 12.
Apparently, Mel Gibson's coming.
True. Wow.
Yeah, he's a superstar. I'll throw a phone at you, mate.
He want his beard back.
Carlos?
Oh, mate, I got a
rehearsal with the.
I don't know whether we'll probably rehearse with the band. I've also got a girl coming over to my place on Sunday because I'm going to be DJing her wedding in a couple of months. So,
are you sure you want to do that?
No, man, I got some cool music, but I don't know whether she's going to think it's cool. So I better.
Hey,
we got to get that set list together for the wedding.
I jog past your house. He lives on the beach. Right
I heard.
Yeah, who was it though? It was some lady. I was waving to some other. That's not Linda.
No, we
said the name.
Yeah. We got a chick from California who stayed at our place last night, and
I like him from there.
You were screaming, and like, she's like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah, she's loading a 45. You got no fences here.
He's running on the beach, waving, going,
"You ain't got no fences around here, man."
All right, boys.
A pleasure.
Here we go. Friday night. Let's have a good weekend.
See you next time. Thank you very much.
All right,
good
Carlos,
to talk to you, boys.
Champion.
Cheers, Leigh.
See you, mate.